that though, but it's just still
It's hard.
Like, it's just hard. Like you can tell me to ignore. You can tell me even the things you just told me, but
it's hard to ignore. Like you see 50 comments of hate and people judging you.
And we think about Kevin Durant. I don't know if you follow basketball.
Yeah. Kevin
Durant, he'll go back and forth
with him,
and I understand why, because you're talking about this is shit I do every day.
Yeah, when you say I got time, I've had my fair share of debates myself. It's sometimes it's gratifying, sometimes it's fun to check people because a lot of times the people say things that don't have rebuttals,
right?
Or it's not even they're not even educated enough to like go back and forth with you, right? Because I'm a writer, so you're not gonna kill me in type.
Yo, when I tell you, so me talking is the worst thing ever. I can write shit all day,
yeah,
and I'll go back and forth all day.
Talking will get you.
Talking, you won that. You can say whatever. You can talk.
Your girlfriend getting that off in the room. She gets you, kill you.
Yes, like anybody can talk and say shit.
Yeah.
And when you write, you can delete, erase, edit, all this shit. So
I got better bars.
Yo, facts, man. I can write shit all day, but when it's time to talk, I'm done. But yeah, man, this honestly, like this job is some days. Last week was hard for me.
The travel, the lack of sleep, what was it?
Everything, like my account went negative, and I think, and I've been speaking about this more because you'll see a lot of people on social media with 10,000 followers, 80,000 followers, and we'll be broke. Nobody tells you about that though. You'll see us posting our best pictures, living the best life, and we'll be broke. And just because you have 90K followers, you don't have $90,000. You know what I mean?
As everyone equates followers to dollars,
right? But it's crazy. So my account finally hit negative, and I've been in the negative for 2 months. And when people, and I'm not even ashamed to say this, I feel like if people hear this shit, people need to hear this shit more. My girl was trying to figure out like, yo, why are you always in the negative? Not realizing that I still got like, I can be like negative $5 right now, right? I gotta eat.
Yeah.
So once that money goes, like I'll hit negative $200 and then get $100 and that shit going to the negative, but I still gotta eat, still gotta pay for shit, still hitting negative. So the other day I finally got like $800 in my account. I was like, yes, thank you, Jesus. $800. Woke up the next morning, my car note came out. That shit was negative $133. I was like, yo, don't stop. And every time the money kept going in my account, money kept coming out.
Yeah.
And it was like, no matter even if I was budgeting, what can I budget on a negative? You know what I mean?
It's so hard to get ahead when you're behind.
Yo, it's so hard. Now, I tell people all the time I came to Atlanta, you would never thought I was in negative for 2 months. That pop-up classes and doing these private classes, yo.
Yeah. Because it's funny, like with Instagram following, then when you look like you're making moves and you are making moves, it's hard to fathom that thought because everyone else like, man, I got this 9 to 5 or this whatever struggle, and they look like they living their dream, and other people, like from being an entrepreneur standpoint, people don't see the struggle. They just see the best side of it. What's shown, the commercial, like we referred to earlier.
Yeah, yo, it's wild though.
It was more prevalent. I would say it's probably more prevalent. Well, you come from New York, it's mad expensive up there, but also down here too, where somebody had a meme not too long ago. It said, "You would think you dating a girl that's, you think this girl is outside your league because she got to drive a BMW or Benz. Meanwhile, she's pulling up to her house and sleeping on an air mattress." Yep. I mean, but no one knows because the Instagram is so gratifying to the eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Fact. So I think that lately, the reason why I'm so blunt about this,
it's important.
Right, because I feel like it's crazy how I was so ashamed to say this before.
Yeah.
Then I realized how people going through the same shit I'm going through.
Yeah, it dehumanizes you.
Right, we're all going through the same shit. We're trying to make ends meet. And what people don't know about entrepreneurship, like, yeah, I do travel out, but when people pay for my class, those classes pay for the travel.
Yeah.
So if I'm making $6,000 on a class and my flight and my hotel was $2,000, oh, that's a horrible analogy right there. I told you I suck at talking. If I make something like $2,000 and my flight and hotel was $1,200, like the rest goes to bills, and half the time my bills pile up trying to be an entrepreneurship.
Yeah,
like I'm not.
That's the struggle of it. Yeah, like getting behind on something, but you got to make something work. I had to do some things today, like just to make this interview work. I had to turn down some money so I can be invested in this because I'm more long-term invested in this, and then what I got going with my guys with music is just some things can't, like that dollar today can't affect what I'm doing to do next week.
Yo, I just wish that more people I don't know if you saw the class last night, and that's how we transfer.
I want to talk about that. So it looked like you guys had like a real kumbaya, come to Jesus. Where did that generate from? Because it sounds. I remember
the same conversation I'm telling you about being broke.
Yeah.
We had we were talking about. I praise every class and tell you, and I'm honest, as you see.
Yeah.
I'll tell people that come to my class, thank you for paying my bills, because they don't realize that it's true. Like without them, I would not be paying what I need to pay for. And I told them blunt, like I was behind because you guys made this happen. Like I'm able to look. I was behind rent.
Yeah.
1 month, but 1 month equals 2 months eventually. Like it builds up.
It stacks up.
Yo, I was able to pay.
And then they charge by the day and stuff like that, depending on where you know,
right.
Yeah.
I made so much money in Atlanta. I only been here for 2 days.
Yeah.
Car note got paid. My bill, my rent.
Yeah.
Paid. I can show you the text message. I said, babe, call me as soon as possible. She don't know yet. I'm letting her know, like, yo, look, all this shit is paid off. Because I was so far behind. And, you know, so that conversation yesterday, one of the girls was like, she don't love dancing no more. And based on
the lady in the green?
No, the lady in the green was, she used to dance.
Right,
she stopped dancing.
Right.
And she was dancing for her family. And then it was all about, like, how we support people. We go, you should know this. I'm pretty sure you go above and beyond trying to support somebody, showing up to somebody's music video set or
who sent you? Who know? You know somebody.
But when you need that same person to do your podcast, oh, I can't do it today.
Right,
I don't got time, or my management don't think this might be a good idea for me.
Yeah.
And I'm a person like put people on. If you tell me right now, tomorrow you can call me and be like, yo, Wade, I need like $50. And I'm like, I got you. And then I might call you in 3 weeks, like, yo, can I get $5?
I mean, that's what a friendship is, though.
Yeah, but that's a friendship. But
yeah.
I thought these people were friends, and they weren't friends when I needed help. So that conversation you saw yesterday was like me talking to them. The girl was going through something that was so deep, and we did not know, and she wasn't meant to be there. Someone paid for her to come. Find out the person didn't pay for her to come. I didn't check her cash app to see if she paid me. She wasn't supposed to be there.
Okay.
But she heard the message and she just broke down and cried, and she was like, "This is what she's going through now." Like, one of them lost their homes. I don't know if you saw, or you watched the video. One of them lost their homes. The house blew up, and then 3 weeks later, she found a new home. And it was just so amazing to know that we all dealing with the same shit right now.
Yeah.
Pouring into other people's cups, and nobody's pouring in our cup. And she just started breaking down. I just felt like I love my classes because watch people come as strangers and leave as sisters. You thought they knew each other. You saw them hugging each other and shit in the picture.
That's what I was gonna say, because I remember like when I used to go to like group fitness classes, like the boot camp style classes.
Right.
Once you, it's that sweat equity that you put in with a person it bonds people together.
Right.
Much like if you have a football team or any type of sports team that trains together, that goes through like the classes, whatever. That struggle, whenever you struggle with somebody, it turns into a family. It's like everyone leaves like cousins.
They all came back today, and it's funny because the new people that came back saw the video and was expecting the same type of outcome. I was like, "Where's the preacher at?" I'm like, "My bad, she ain't here right now." She came in, so I mean, it's a lot, and that's where the reason why the whole negative situation happened, because I was putting everybody on.
Yeah.
People would be like, "Yo, I want to train with you." Okay, come to the studio. Not realizing that I have to pay for the studio.
Yeah.
So the moment I start telling people like, "Yo, I need $5 to pay for the studio," oh, I don't want to fuck with him no more, or tarnish my name, I'm unprofessional, or I'm always late, all this shit, you know. I was late today because Kato always say that he's always late. Don't realizing that. And she did say that he's always late.
Yeah, I mean, of course. I mean,
right.
I figured you would be late because it's Atlanta.
She knows though. I'm so passionate about what I do. I taught my class ended at 8:30.
Yeah.
My class ended at 8 o'clock. So I didn't know how far Atlanta's so fucking far, man.
Yeah, that's why I was checking with you.
So far.
Yeah.
And that's why I did that. Like, I saw your page. Your TikTok is blowing up. I see your TikTok views.
So fast. I just started.
It's so easy on TikTok to blow up. Like,
it's so crazy because it's like Instagram is like the algorithms that just don't let
it's
you
hard.
grow.
You know it one day and then the next day it's like
they change the algorithm like every 3 months.
And it's hard to keep on top of that. But I was like, I'm a type of person, if I see somebody that's like, we grinding, trying to get our shit out there, I'm going to try to put you on. That's the only reason I bought Kayla today. I didn't know Kayla would bring in Egypt, but anything to help people get their business elevated.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Because I appreciate you. The fact that you even invited me to the podcast shows like the level of respect you have.
Absolutely.
So I was like, you know what? Let me bring Kayla, and she's gonna post it. Your shit gonna go up. Everybody gonna want to look like what they talking about, who he is. So I was like, let me get, and then it worked out because Egypt came on, and her following's up too. So we everybody, and if we was to all work together in this business, we be kicking it.
Oh yeah, this is not a one shot deal. Like anytime you're here or I'm where you at, I'm definitely gonna be reaching out to you. I wanted to talk to you just basically because I know just now without even knowing you,
right?
I know people judge you based on how you look,
right?
And I ain't even have to go to the comments to see that because I get it all the time. Like people see me when you talking about like somebody like when I'm not smiling, I just look so mean, right? And I got locks, I got beard. Black man, angry black man.
Don't worry, we the biggest teddy bears, man.
Right. So as I start talking, it's like, oh. And then you understand, like, now you know what you're dealing with. But it's like, I understood, without even looking at comments, I knew the type of scrutiny that you would get. But I also appreciated the fact that you were being yourself, you're so dope, and you can tell that you're passionate in your craft.
Right.
And just the broad spectrum of people that you teach is just so dope, and I just wanted to talk to you, just pick your brain. That's why I cultivated this show. I started in hip hop, doing interviews, editorials, album reviews, stuff like that, and it kind of just becomes like a formula. Who produced this album? Give me the singles. And you're not really getting a substance in an exchange from people, and then people don't read print. So I quit doing journalism because of that. But this right here is personal. You live from the living room.
I asked my girl, I was like, babe, when you asked me that night, I was like, babe, and I lied. I saw your message in the DM. I'm like, I didn't know how to work it. I asked my girl, like, babe, do you think I should do it? And I really went on your page and I started looking at the questions that you was asking other people. And I was like, you know what? Let me do this shit. And that's why I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. But I just feel like we grinding right now. We on a grind, and
Absolutely.
Right now it starts here. I'm in the living room. And I promise you, 2 years later, I'm gonna be like, yo, bro, let me come to your studio, man. You doing a podcast? But it starts here and it builds up. And if I can help you, if you can help me, I think it's just networking. So I appreciate you for even having me on this shit. I was surprised, honestly.
Really?
I swear to God, I was surprised. I sent Kayla, as soon as you asked me, I sent Kayla your
TikTok?
Yeah, your TikTok. And she's like, what's this? I was like, yo, he wants to do something with me. You should let's just show up together.
Yeah.
And she was like, okay. And I was like,
that's what's up.
And my girl was like, go ahead, just do it. And I was like, Kayla, look, nigga, we going. Let's go do it. Let's do it. And she was like, yeah. Kayla just flew in, though. I don't know if she told you that. Like,
no.
She literally just flew in like 3 hours ago. She missed her flight. She's supposed to be at 1 o'clock. She flew in 3 hours ago. That's why I was like, damn, y'all look good. Like,
they came in ready. I thought I didn't know what they were doing. Yeah, but I felt, we're in Atlanta,
Right. So I was like, I'm like, yo, let's do it. She did it, and she was here. So it's really just us supporting anybody that's supporting us, and we're gonna support back. So.
Absolutely. So you definitely still do train kids. You just don't post them anymore.
I train. I train kids. So it's tough. It depends on what the kid is doing. I do train pre-professional dance companies.
Okay.
Every time I travel, it's not me doing my class. It's because a studio or a yoga studio or a dance studio hired me to train their girls. But yeah, I still train kids. It depends. I know that when a kid is looking like classical ballet and their legs up, I don't get questioned. But I do post kids. I know, just to answer your question, I do post the kids now. Honestly, my mindset back in it's TikTok. TikTok is the culture on TikTok is different than Instagram. Instagram, I get the love. Yeah. TikTok, that's what I'm new to TikTok, so I'm getting.
Me too. I just started my page a few months ago. The growth is potential is very fast, but at the same time, like we at the right end to get our pages back that quick.
But keep it 1,000 with you. I love the people that follow me now because I don't have to do the rating no more. Yeah. They attack. they attack like fuck out of here, leave them alone. Like it's always somebody trying to drag Wade down. Like people be like, yo, what is Wade? Why everybody hate Wade? He just out here trying to grind. But it be the same ones that tell me I'm sexualizing it, and I go to look at another person's page that's in a thong. But oh my god, how do you do that? I'm trying to look like you. I'm like, damn, you just told me.
It's the Y chromosome. So it really is just that simple. Like you being a man.
That's it. That's the only reason. Forget being and we just don't get a black sympathy. Man. Yeah, it's just being a man doing what I do. You expect me to be. I'm sorry to say this. I do feel like,
gay or whore.
oh, I went to Houston, and I kid you not, I'm a coach at the end of the day. So if you lazy, I'm gonna tell you lazy.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, y'all being fucking lazy. That's how I said it. So stop being fucking lazy. Like, you paid for my service. Let me train you.
Yeah.
One girl was like, fuck out of here, I'm not being lazy. But it's crazy because I was like, if I said, I'm going to say it like this, oh, y'all bitches being lazy.
Oh, okay.
They would have been laughing.
Yeah.
And I get criticized on how I talk.
It's the man voice, though.
Yeah. I didn't understand that till somebody said exactly what you just told me.
Yeah, it's the man voice. It just goes back to what we were talking about, like being men and like treating women like being too nice and you being flirtatious. Same time, if you hear a man voice, and a lot of the time women they're not used to hearing a real man's voice. And you could just be saying something like that. Hey, constructive criticism. You pay for the service. Let me do what I do.
Right.
Let me work. That's what you saying. What they hear, man attack.
And that's exactly what happened. And I taught a class, and there was a guy in there. He was like, "Oh yeah," but like you know how to game and talk. He was like, "Oh yeah, bitches." He was really flamboyant.
Yeah,
bitches.
they accept it.
Yo, and they laugh. But the moment I can't call a girl, like, "Oh y'all bitches better work," because they'd be like, "Yeah, what the fuck?" And obviously that's too extreme, but I didn't told people like, look, work harder, stop being lazy, and it was like, fuck out of here. People done hated me. People done walked up my class, wrote a review about me on my Instagram.
Really?
But I get the reviews I get on my Instagram. I get crazy shit.
How often do you have people? How often do you have people walk out?
So here's the thing, right?
Because they think they're walking into like a Turk class.
I ask that to people all the time. I'm like, when you stretch, when you pay me. You come on my Instagram and you see and you want me to train. What do you expect when you walk through the door? My biggest thing, this is kind of not even what you asked. My biggest thing that I'm going through a lot is that, as a trainer and as a business owner, if you tell me I'll train you for 3 weeks, 3 months, and then you'll miss 2 months.
Okay.
You'll hit me up and be like, hey, look, I was going through so much. I'm ready to train now, and I'm like, either I ignore your message.
Yeah.
I don't reply. I was still ignoring. Or I just be like, I can't train you no more. Oh, so you took my money, you don't want to train me? Then they go on Instagram and they write, hold on, he's supposed to train me, he never showed up. But don't tell the people that I waited for them for 3 months. But if I told you and if I took your money and told you and I never show up and be like, look, come back to you 2 months later and be like, look, I'm sorry, I'm ready to train you now. I need the time to myself. I'll be unprofessional. So what I'm going through right now is people would pay me, miss 2 weeks of a session. 2 weeks is just 2 sessions. Yeah. And then they'll have one more session and they'll be like, look, I'm ready to train. I'm ready to start today. And I'd be like, I can't train you. You already missed out. You told me you were going to train that third day and you never showed up. But you said you would and then they'll be like, oh, you took my I get what on my social media.
How do you deal with that?
I tell people, I'm gonna be honest with you. I tell people, believe the hype, believe the rumor, believe. If somebody ever said I took their money, believe it. And the reason why I feel like that is because they never tell their side of the story. They never tell them that I waited 2 days for them to show up at the studio and they never showed up and I still had to pay for the studio time. So it's like, what do you want me to do? Because I can't give you the same excuses you give me all the time. This is what I get all the time from it. I had a girl write me the other day. She wrote me that and said, look, I was going through a lot. I got evicted. I've been moving home to home, and I'm like, but if you'd have told me that ahead of time, it's like people expect.
I mean, you already spent the money,
right? It's right, pretty much. Yeah. People, and then she was like, I told her unfortunately, if you'd have told me this before the sessions, I would have honored it. But the fact that you had writing me, I go through shit too, and I can't tell you guys. If I tell you I'm going through something, it's like, then give me the refund, and then I'll let you know when I'm ready to train.
I mean, but people don't throw money at a strip club and then want their money back because they go.
Oh, this girl told me, oh, you another black man. Scamming women. I'm like, damn. She's like, you're amazing, but you're tacky. I'm like, damn, only because you missed 3 months and now you want me to train. Yo, I go through this all the time. Yeah. All the time. So I tell people, honestly.
It sounds like you need a woman advocate, though.
I've had that. Yeah. I had, but every person I've ever come to my class, when you see the girls on my page writing these other people, they came to my class.
I'm talking about that would deal with that scenario because as a man, it's a no-win scenario.
Oh, I know that. It's tough. It's tough. I would get people that write me and be like, yo, I heard about you. I heard you're amazing. I had a guy write me. He paid for 3 sessions. The first time, his brother caught COVID. I said, okay, I understand. This is when COVID was going online. Second time, his brother had twin babies. He couldn't train. Kept missing sessions. Yeah. So by the 5th time, he was like, I'm ready to train. I ignored him. He was like, oh, I heard about you. I heard you're really good, and I also heard you take people's money and you don't train them. And I'm like, I had to call him on his phone. I'm like, bro, before you start this rumor, how many times you canceled on me? He was like 5 times. So I said, think about everybody you ever heard that from. Why did they say that? So I mean, it's business. It's business is tough. You got to cover all bases, and it really is hard. It really is tough, man.
You obviously you're not going to give that money back. Do you go back and forth with people in the comment sections discussing that, right? Mm-hmm. Well, not even that, but the negativity, other forms of negativity that you get. How often do you go back and forth with people that will try to discredit your business? Because it's a matter of having time, but at the same time, it's like, do you feel like it's tacky because you're going back and forth with a customer and you putting people on blast, but they're also taking money out your pocket?
I just feel like when people tell me like it's not professional to go back and forth on Instagram in my comments, I just tell them, like, who are you comparing me to? Like, who are you comparing my business to? My business is my business. So if I'm the owner, so if I want to go back and forth, it's professional for me. I'm gonna stay professional. But honestly, how do I go back and forth with it? I'd rather people see it. I'd rather people see what I go through. Yeah. Because a person's gonna tell their side of the story, and like you said,
I mean, I've been dealing with that so many times, and in just this year, I've dealt with it, and I hate to say it, but mostly with women, and I'll talk to them privately, knowing that they will slander me publicly, but you don't want to be seen going back and forth with a woman because it seems like you're attacking a woman, and it's not even me just attacking somebody; it's just like really telling the facts. This is what you said we were going to do. This is what time you were supposed to be there. You didn't show up. And you disregarded to tell all that part. You just told the part where I stopped answering the phone.
You saying this makes me feel better about my situation, honestly speaking. Because again, you think that you're going through this shit by yourself. You don't understand that other people go through it too. I feel like I'm the only person that goes through it. So you're telling me that.
Yeah, just as a man, you can't say it publicly.
It feels amazing. But keep it 1,000 with you. It depends. Sometimes I do go through it. I'd rather go through it publicly. Because I want people to see, like...
It's real. It's a real thing. And it's accountability, too.
Yeah. I want people to know, like, this is... Like, I can't make this shit up. This is...
Right. And then, I mean, a lot of my scenarios, I have, just like you with Shorty with the screenshot, like, listen, if I just put this up, everyone's going to see this. I don't want to expose people in that sense because I
wanted to do it. I'd be scared to do that though. I'd be scared.
Because it comes back in a different form. It may not be that person. It just be something else that like you could be totally innocent in something else, and then they just might. It's the leveraging of things, and it's not. It's like, but you also want to clear your name before it becomes a story.
But because so my biggest fear right now is that something like that happens because that can really fuck up your business. Right. And what I've learned, because somebody did that last year, somebody made a whole fake profile. And not a fake, they made a real profile. Posted my pictures like, don't go to this man. Yo, they tagged, you didn't know this looking like, I'm a twin. They wrote my twin brother. They wrote my mom. They wrote my sister. And I'm like, yo, they really did their homework.
Did you find out who it was?
I knew who it was. She wanted her refund, and at the time I didn't have the money to give her a refund. Yeah. She deserved a refund because I probably was late 3 times. Okay. So she really wanted her refund. And I'm not going to, like, when somebody really deserves a refund, I'll give them. I'm not a dick to be like, nah. Yeah. So she deserved a refund, and she did her research. She got to, like, she wrote something. She tagged so much people in it. Yeah. People that had, like, I think an ex wrote on the post was like, yo, I used to fuck with this nigga. And I was, at the time, years ago, I think this ex, she broke up with me, and I called her 100 times. Like, baby, I love you. What's up? Yeah. She wrote, yo, he used to stalk me. Because, you know, when people write negative shit about you, my biggest fear is somebody I had beef with 10 years ago would make it look like it's today. And that's what that post was. I had to pay that girl to take that shit off and pay her extra. Just to, like, I had to pay her refund and pay her extra to take the shit off. Yeah. Social media. And it was like, because that shit, at the time, would fuck up my business. But now I'm so blunt about what I go through on my page. I try to save everything because, you know, the bigger you get, shit's going to come out. You know what I mean? People going to want to fuck with you just to fuck with you. Yeah. People that had previous shit. Like, I had a girl, same girl. I got, what you call the shit? Small claims court. Okay. Recently. And I'm not still blessed that I still have her number. I was like, yo, like, what's this shit? I gave you your money. She went to them before I paid her the refund. Okay. So I was like, damn, she's trying to double dip on the kid.
Yeah.
But this business, social media,
that's nasty, boy. Because then you talking about like trying to keep a business afloat, your reputation, and then you also like that's not even getting to your lifestyle.
So, yeah, and it's hard.
You got
man.
kids?
Yeah.
How many kids you got?
2.
2?
Yeah.
How has it like what you do affected them yet? Like as far as like people at school, or how old are
they? 16, 17.
Okay. So how's yeah, well, you start early.
I started real early, man. Started real early. I'm glad I did because I feel like I see people with kids now. My kids always gonna look at me as a young dad. So when I do get old, it's gonna be odd to them. I'm like, damn, daddy's getting old.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a forever old dad because I don't have any kids.
You don't have kids yet?
I don't have kids, and I want to be. I'm in mid 30s. I'm 35, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Look, I'm glad. I'm blessed that I had kids early.
Yeah.
One's a pre-professional dancer.
Okay.
Dope as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that like.
No. I like seeing
parents be like, their kids are, my kids are really good.
Yeah.
Trash as fuck. No, like was on a full scholarship to ABT. She was like amazing. And my youngest, she'll be.
Oh, you got
16.
2 girls.
Yeah, she'll be 16 next 2 months in December. She wants to be a lawyer.
Word.
And that's not changing. Like she's really serious about being a lawyer.
Has what you do affected them in any way? Negative comments?
No. Positivity.
Okay.
I'm Jay-Z to my daughters in their school.
Word.
What you talking about? Yeah. Your daddy got clout. You know, I'm using that shit to I'll be picking them up on purpose. Like that's your dad. Yeah, that's your dad. Yeah, man. I love it, man. Like I freaking the boys are scared of me because they see me on Instagram in the gym. Like, oh, your daddy's big.
Yeah.
Oh, your daddy's mean. And then it's amazing to me. And I'm like, hi, Mr. Bryant. And that's new to me because I'm like, damn, bro, how you doing? And you know. I'm so close in age with them.
Yeah,
so they
yeah.
be like, hi, Mr. Bryant. And I'll be like, I went to give it to a 5, and he was like, hi, Mr. Bryant. I was
Handshake.
like, oh, shit, shake it, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not used to that, you know?
Yeah.
I remember when I was meeting my girls, like, years ago in high school, meeting their dads, and it was just like, you know how we were when we were guys and younger. So now just being older, meeting, like, damn, it was a different ball game, man. But they love it. I know my youngest hates it though a little bit because she was like, people always
too much attention.
People always send her videos.
Send her videos of what? Like with you, like in like what?
Like Sasha Banks send her celebrities who I'm training because you gotta remember their kids to us is just work, but to the kids it's like
it's celebrities.
It's celebrities.
Yeah.
To them.
So how did you ever have to work through a situation where you got starstruck and you like, oh okay, I'll snap at him and be pro? Or were you just like, oh, all business, all off the top?
Nah, everybody. So keep in mind, I love Sasha Banks. Mm-hmm. Fucking love her. I'm so blunt with my clients.
Yeah.
I don't watch wrestling. I remember telling Sasha Banks like, yo, wrestling is trash. I was
you
like,
said that?
Yeah, and she was like, I know. Damn, I shouldn't be saying this shit, but she knows.
I got you on that.
No, you can put that shit up. She knows. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Since I started training her, bro, I've been watching that shit faithfully.
Word.
I never, and she knows this. And I remember telling my girl was like, yo, babe, you talk too much. I was like, no, I'm like, I remember when celebrities meet other people, they're like, oh, Star Trek. Celebrities want to just have a regular conversation.
They just want to be people.
Right.
And that's what I learned in journalism. Like, I was starstruck on my first interview.
If you could say it, who was it?
It was BG from Cash Money.
Okay.
Like keep in mind, I grew up in the South. I grew up in Tennessee. So it was Cash Money, everything, right? And I was so geek because I didn't get into journalism to talk to celebrities. Right. I was more adamant about being a songwriter, doing editorials, album reviews. Somebody, cause how it works is like you have your slots, just like you have your classes and your schedule. And if you miss your time, that's it. That's it. And they're on the album run, so they're doing their promos. And I'm like, the guy from the website calls me and said, hey, somebody's supposed to do the interview, can't do it. We got our time, or this is the spot. He said, go to the store, buy this, and this, plug it up to the phone. I had to get mad hardware for the phone just to record the stuff, right? And I was in Wisconsin at the time, right? So I would always lose service in the building that I was working at, so I had to go sit outside. Keep in mind, it's Wisconsin. It's like 10 degrees outside, covered in snow. Couldn't sit in my car because it was too far of a walk. Right. And I had to get on my spot. I had to be professional. I'm sitting on the bench, shaking, trying to record a conversation, conduct a conversation like how you and I talking right now, sound regular. Get to the end of the conversation, go to the playback, didn't record anything.
Damn.
But I was so focused and locked in, I had my list of questions, and luckily enough, he spoke with enough of a southern drawl and like a slow speech pattern. I remembered everything.
I commend you though, because being a journalist is hard.
It's so hard.
Yes, to answer your question, I've been starstruck.
Who was it?
You know Baha Yogi?
No, enlighten me.
So, Baha Yogi. So I'm saying it like that because Body's amazing. Mm-hmm. Shout out to her because she's gonna see this shit. She's gonna probably laugh that I even said shit like this. So this is Baha Yogi, right? Hold on 1 second.
Well, assuming you were a fan. You were a fan of her based on socials, or?
It wasn't even like So you can just scroll. You can just look for yourself.
Gotcha.
That's her, yeah.
Okay.
So I tried to do like a podcast on my page. It wasn't even a podcast. It was like, let me interview something. So
okay.
You know better than I do because that's not my lifestyle. Mm-hmm. I went on Google and I went to try to find different.
She kind of looks like if Amber Rose was like a fish.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember.
I've never seen her before.
I was like, "Yo, can I interview you?" She said, "Sure." I said, "I'm gonna interview on my Instagram live."
Okay.
So I went on Instagram. I did all my research on her, so I can have questions. I never did this shit before.
Yeah.
And shit, I had everything that I needed. Questions was lit. I knew about her history. I knew what college she went to. I knew everything.
Oh yeah.
Yo, by the time, I got on press live. She got on with me.
Yeah.
Even though I had all the questions there.
Yeah.
I asked not one shit that I found out about.
You blanked.
I blinked out, and I'm like.
Were you able to hold a conversation?
After a while, I was like, "How you and I?" Conversed.
Yeah, conversation. Yeah.
And then every now and then I went back to the sheet.
Yeah.
But it wasn't in the order I wanted it to have. And Fuck. And then people were like, "Yo," I was talking too much. I kept talking over her.
Okay.
And it was just like, fuck. But me and her became friends.
Okay.
She's based in the Bahamas, came to New York, and we talked about working together. But I got starstruck, and that's when I realized like. Then I started meeting other celebrities. I met Dave East at the time.
Okay.
Didn't even know who Dave East was.
Okay.
And it's funny the way the world works because I used to a lot of people like, I trained Dave East twice. Because he only asked me 2 questions about, I used to work in the gym. He asked me 2 questions about how to do his shoulders. One about what he asked me. He asked me about shoulders.
Yeah.
It was to the point that he knew my name, like, yo, Wade, what up? And it always feels good when celebrities know your name in front of your friends.
It's the validation, clout points,
Right. And I was like, yo, East was good.
Oh, you was Wade, but not you Wade.
True story about Dave East, right? True story. I was going through a breakup at the time.
Damn, boy, them girls be doing you birds, y'all.
This years ago. And I'm like, yo, East, do me a favor, yo. He's like, yo, what you need? I'm like, look, me and my girl, we breaking up, and she loves you, bro. He's like, so what you need?
You pulled that card?
What you need? I was like, yo, can you make it look like we really know each other? And I didn't know what to do. He's like, yeah. He's like, what you want me to do? I was like, can we take a selfie? Yo, I kid you not. He was like, yeah, my nigga, I got you.
Yeah.
And he did one of those, his signs and shit.
Yeah.
And then, I swear to God, 2 days later, I walked up, he was in the hood, and I walked up to him. There was a dude about this high, and I was like, yo, East was good, he ain't hear me.
Yeah.
The dude didn't know he knew me.
Yeah.
Little dude did like this. And East like, yo, chill, that's my man. I'm like, yo, East was good. But yeah, Dave East was like, and he gave me like $200. Like, yo, take care of that, my nigga. Like, this was in the gym. This is when I was in the gym, and Dave East was like, when that short, and I didn't know who he was the first time I met him, but something happened on Facebook when he came out. I was like, oh shit, that's Dave. That's who that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was dope. And he posted me on his page one time, and I was much bigger than I was now. He wrote Harlem Love, and everybody was like, "Oh shit, that's Wade Bryant." I was like, he ain't know that I was a stretch guy.
Yeah.
So he just posted it because we just left the gym and he was looking good.
Yeah.
Pump. I had my pump.
Yeah.
And he wrote Harlem Love, and I was like, "Yeah, East." That was dope.
Did it secure the girl back? Did she come back?
Fuck, I know it didn't. It didn't work. I wish it did. It didn't work. And I met Rick Ross.
Okay.
Oh, I met Rick Ross.
I met Rick. He was so cool. It was a very unique situation because I met him in a club. So obviously you're not gonna have like a full-fledged conversation.
You're not gonna have right.
Yeah, but the dude, I was talking to a DJ. I was still doing interviews for websites and stuff like that, right? And he's like, "It's the only place I can get him. You go talk to him." So, and picture me, basically a teenager with a recorder with Rick Ross in the club. So, blah 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 blah.
Did he entertained it though?
Yeah, we did the conversation, but the audio was so bad I couldn't post it because all you hear is background noise.
Background noise.
Yeah, all the background noise and all the club music, and then mad people around and it's a club situation. He in the VIP. I'm in the mid VIP on a knee holding up a tape recorder. But we talked for like 10 minutes. I wrote the transcript. I think I posted it. And now this is not to sound weird or anything, but you know how it is when you work. It's not star. It's I gotta post this week. I gotta post this week. Right. And that's what it was.
You gotta be strategic how you post. But I met Ross. I told a lot of people. I talked to him for 10 minutes.
Okay.
I didn't talk to him. It was like 2 seconds, but it felt like 10 minutes to me.
Yeah.
So I've been to like 6 Rick Ross concerts, right?
Okay.
And I always go to Rick Ross concert with this one ex. Even when she was my ex, like she
still went.
I always called her to come with me because she was the first person that ever took me to a Ross concert.
Okay.
So,
are you friends with exes?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't do that. I don't do the ex friendship no more.
Okay.
I'm old now, so a lot of things have changed.
Okay.
I wouldn't want my girl to be friends with her ex. Yeah. So, I remember telling my clients, like, jokingly, like, I had a client that went to Rick Ross concert. I'm like, yo, your clients don't ever. I said, my clients don't ever do nothing for me. Y'all don't even send me Rick Ross. The client that was in my presence heard it and said, oh, Rick Ross is coming to town. So it's free. I'm like, free? What you talking about? She was like, he's doing he's doing something in Harlem, talking about his new book.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, cool. And that's the old book that it's a newer book now, but he had an older book than that. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I went to the place, got my tickets, called the ex up, bought his book, never had his book, didn't care for the book. I'm like, maybe if I have the book, he gonna come. Like, sure enough.
Yeah.
I was like, I tried to lie to him. I thought it was one of those moments like, yo, Ross, I bet somebody $500. Because they said no cameras allowed.
Yeah.
I was like, Ross, I bet somebody $500. I'll take a picture with you. I thought he was gonna be like, let's get your money, kid. Let's get your money.
Yeah.
He was like, you know you can't take pictures in here, right? I'm like, damn, bro. He was like, if you got your picture, if you got your camera, nigga, what you waiting for? Let's go. I didn't have my camera with me. I was like, but then I felt some type of way because as I was walking on stage, somebody came in a real wheelchair like this.
Yeah.
And he told him to chill. Then he got up and took a picture. I'm like, okay, now I need to get in a wheelchair to meet this man.
Bro, you wildin'.
But yeah, Ross was like,
no, you big enough, bro. Like, fam, I honestly believe like what you do, your presence, your essence.
I feel like I'm a one day. I just want to.
No, I wouldn't even go say me. I would see you guys being working on something.
Yeah. So
I mean, because he's an entrepreneur at heart, and he doesn't care what the move is if the play's a play.
He had an entrepreneurship thing going on like a last weekend, and it cost. I was gonna go, but the shit cost
like $1,200.
What?
How much was it?
25,000.
Oh, see, I'm seeing
for the weekend.
My head for the weekend. Huh?
And I was like, I remember contemplating.
$25K.
I had the Amax. Like, should I do it? And I was already in the negative. I'm like, I'm just gonna put myself in the more negative.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, honestly speaking, like, I'm just joking. 25K is worth it, but it's not worth it. He can't tell me how to brand my business because he never done what I did.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? He can tell me how to do rap. He can tell me how to open up a Wingstop, but he can't tell me like how to brand myself with the stretching that I do now. Mm-hmm. I'm doing everything I feel like I've been doing. Like I play
because it's niche. I mean, but I mean, honestly, even with that, him standing next to him, the same thing.
Right, standing next to me with
that will.
And my followers know like I play his music. They'll be like, "Yo, you finally met your idol." So it's like, yeah. So
the same thing that you got with Dave, like, same thing. Yeah. And I mean, you know how internet is. It's just. Yeah. Oh, you stand next to somebody, now we need to follow you. I took
a picture with Ja Rule before Versus. The day before, I didn't know Versus was happening.
Yeah.
I took a picture with him, and I remember my girl was like, nobody cared about his music. He's music 20 years old. And I sent my girl the picture of him like 20 years old, and she was dying because it was coincidence. I just happened to see Ja Rule that same, the next day she said that shit. That shit was funny as fuck.
That's funny.
Yeah, man, but... It's like I meeting celebrities. I love when people want to take pictures with me. Like it makes me feel like damn. And all I do is stretching. That shit feel good though. All I do is stretch.
Did you remember your first celebrity moment? Like when you go out and somebody like run you down like hey.
I was at the airport.
Okay.
I was with my dance partner. Shout out to Key Michelle. She's been my dance partner for it. This would be if we were still dancing, 27 years. And
nice.
We were at the airport heading to Miami Carnival a couple of years, 3 years ago. And some girl was like, "Are you the guy that I knew she was praying to?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's me." She was like, "Oh my God, I follow you on Instagram," and that was it. That was cool. I'm eating, and she comes back like, "Yo, can I take a picture with you? I really want to take a picture with you." And I hate taking pictures with people. Like,
why?
Because I wear the same shit every day, all day. So it's like,
I feel you.
For example, like,
yeah, I feel you.
Let's say I wear some fly shit right now.
Mm-hmm. You can't wear it again because everyone saw the fit,
Somebody
right?
saw the picture already.
Right.
And right now, I wear fly shit right now. And let's say it's 10:53 and I'm going to the airport right now.
Yeah.
I know I'm wearing the same fly shit tomorrow in Houston class.
Mm-hmm.
But that person at the airport already took the picture of me that night before.
Right.
Yeah, I was going to wear that shit tomorrow. But I still, I mean, I'm a person that I don't really care. Like, this is my uniform. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna wear.
I've been doing that now lately too. Like even like I buy. It's weird. I kind of got it from Millionaires and Billionaires where they basically wear the same thing over and over.
I don't get that. People don't understand that though. They're not flashy, showing like, you know what I mean. Like
easy way I can say that fast. Poor people try to look rich more than rich people do.
My mom, I hate that my mom says that because she'll be go to the store and be like, "Does this make me look rich?" I'm like, Mom, I hate that. I hate that mindset. I hate it. And I feel like our moms and that elder generation, the past generation, their mindset on shit is so weird and strange and getting pensions.
I think it's really pensions. Okay. Well, I mean, with the internet, right? Mm-hmm. You talked about it now. Even what you talking about your money situation, people equate followers to money,
right?
And some people do the fake it till they make it, and some people who are faking it never made it.
Never made it. Boy, I'm faking it. I faked it until I'm making it, and I'm making it now. But back to what I was saying about me, just the financial shit. Mm-hmm. Because I'm doing this, I'm winging this as I go as well. Nobody's directing me. Nobody's helping me.
That's the weird thing about when you do something that doesn't have a blueprint.
Right.
You got to create it.
I ended up 2 weeks ago Googling MC Hammer.
Word.
His story was so interesting, and I felt like God put me in a position right now to make.
Of all people, MC Hammer, huh?
Yeah, because he made 40 mil and went broke, and I felt like I was going
in that route
too. And his story was so unique and different because he took care of everybody. Mm-hmm. And I was flying everybody with me.
Okay.
Yo, I used to fly. I had an assistant with me. Mm-hmm. I was paying my assistant $1,000 a day, and all she did was check people in for me. And yep, that's what she did. I was paying her $1,000. Now, I don't want to make it seem like it's mad bread, right? Hear me out though.
I feel you.
It is mad bread, but I wasn't paying her. $1,000 was a day. Mm-hmm. So let's say she'll travel with me for 5 days. If I only work 1 day out of that week, she was a flight attendant, so the hotel and the flights would be free for her.
Okay.
So I don't want to like gas it like I had money. It was just, but I was giving her $1,000. I was bringing my little sister with me. I was bringing my mom with me. I brought my twin, my entire family to Dallas with me, paid for the hotel, paid for my mom's flight, my twin brother's flight. I was paying for everybody's shit.
Oh, he's cashing out.
Yo, I was really
okay. I see where your problem comes in. It's like being too generous, and then you spend the money, and then when it's time for you to pay the bills, it's like, oh, I didn't cash out.
Right, and then we, black people, we found out that when we paid a deposit in a hotel, that you can put the shit towards the deposit, and that's what everybody was doing. It like I remember leaving West Palms and
they ran you up?
Yo, $3,000, man. I mean,
the fam?
Yes. That's my
yo. Go ahead.
Nah, you good.
We can wrap some.
But yeah, she I had to bill my fam $3,000. They bought steak for $125. That's why the MC.
All right, did they do it thinking, oh, he got it, or did they just like? What was the explanation? Why
I do feel like they did it because like my mom's a little different now. Mm-hmm. My mom, at one point, she was like, she was really sponging, like she was really going ham.
Yeah,
I think that they was counting the people that came to class and knowing what I charged them.
Yeah.
So if I had,
this count your
class
money
that they went to,
they count your money, but not your expenses.
People paid $120.
Yeah.
They didn't realize the expenses that I had to pay. Like I just got a new car, I just got a new apartment. Me and my girl moved in, so just a lot. And it was. I kept digging myself in a hole. I didn't know how to say no, and I was just like, my mindset was, I'm gonna spend $2K today because when I get to Atlanta, I'm gonna get 3, and then when I get to Atlanta, I only made 1. So it was like, it was just a lot. So yeah, I read up on MC Hammer, YouTube MC Hammer, and he even wrote it like everybody had a tab. Mm-hmm. Everybody had a tab, and I realized, and I'm not mad at myself. I realized that God put me in a position.
It's a lesson.
Yeah, $100,000 because I'd be damned if I made 40 mil and went broke.
Yeah.
So I needed to selfishly now be selfish with my money and selfish with my goals and where I'm going.
Well, so you I understand, but I want you to change that word selfish, because I've been going through it too, and I learned it in therapy. It's self-care and self-awareness. It's not selfishness. Okay. But for you being so generous, because I'm the same type of dude, being so generous, you feel like you're being selfish when you say no. Right. And it's not that. It's just you gotta take care of what you have to take care of, because how can you take care of other people if you haven't taken care of yourself?
Yo, I was paying for everybody. When people would hit me up, yo, I want to train with you, and I know they dope, and I know I'm about to, everything you see on my page, I created. So if you see a girl doing like the video and she's doing everything on my page, I'm the one creating this content. If you see me working with Kayla, I'm the one that created the content. I can't say all her stuff because sometimes she just asks me to tweak it. Yeah. But people hit me up like, let's work out, and I'm like, let's come to the studio. I gotta pay for it. Right. You know what I mean? So. This was a lesson learned, and I needed it now because I'm destined to make 100 million. I'm destined to make $1 billion. Yeah. And I'd be damned if I make $1 billion and lose it doing what I just did. Yeah. These last 3 months, 4 months.
That's dope. I mean, I'm glad that you had that epiphany before it's too late. But I mean, because you had, that probably gave you a couple tough weeks, couple tough months, but. You don't want to be the other side of that other story.
Yeah, my attitude was like, it's crazy because it's a lot I learned. I shouldn't let money dictate my mood. Like, I didn't want to be bothered because I was broke. I was trying to make ends meet. And honestly speaking,
being broke, your mood is,
it's a little tough. And you didn't want to do nothing. It was hard for me to focus training clients. There were days I'm like, I don't want to do this today. Like, I really didn't want to do nothing, but it was just like, I know what it feels like to have no money, and I feel like I was going back to that person that was like always depressed. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, money right now is, but now I'm blessed now, man. I'm chilling right now, paying shit, man. You know? Look, she said that.